माननीय सभासदों, माननीय उपसभापति जी,
further discussion on motion of thanks on the President address. Shri Vinay Viswam. Shri Vinay Viswam ji.
Sir, with all respect to the Treasury benches, I should say that I can only disagree and object the motion of thanks to the address of the President. That address. The address was telling that everything is okay with the country. But everybody knows that the country is going through a very difficult time nowadays. Ever since the present regime came to power, we the Indians had no dearth of promises. Promises and promises and promises. Like a heavy rain, it was pouring on us. But which promise was made to a reality? That question needs to be answered. The address miserably failed to narrate even one or two issues on which the government could fulfill the promises. The government came with a great promise of 2 crore jobs per year for the youths. But the country is facing the biggest rate of unemployment in the last 45 years. Promise was something else. Reality is something different. The same way, we look at the very promises of the government, which the President was forced to repeat again. What about the 5 trillion economy? As a very, very important hallmark of their series of promises, always the Prime Minister, the President, the Finance Minister, all the leaders of the ruling party, they repeated $5 trillion economy. I am not an economist, sir. As a layman of the country, I can tell you emphatically clear that $5 trillion will remain as a dream which is going to be unfulfilled. This government can never can fulfill that promise. I am very sure of that. Sir, the purchasing capacity of the Indian citizen, the lowest in our experience, the lowest. Because the poor in the rural India, the peasant, the middle class, all of them are having the same situation. They have no money with them. Their products are not getting the rightful price for it. And the inflation on food is also growing. And all this shows that the economy is facing through a very, very pathetic condition today. So that it has come to a scene that India is presiding, the government is presiding over an India which is facing a very complicated and complex cost of development for the economy as it is concerned. And the President's address was trying to cover up all those things only by words. Sir, the government is trying to divide the country and the people because they have failed in all walks of life. In the economy, I remember that great day on which demonetization was proclaimed. It was said that it's a big attack on the black money. The government promised no terrorism now onwards. Once black money is over, terrorism will be dead. With that promises came the demonetization. Now, in no speeches, no Prime Minister, no Finance Minister, no President say a single word on that great demonetization. Today, when the Honorable Prime Minister will come here to address this House, I may request the concerned officials of the BJP to tell him, to press him, to say a single sentence on the demonetization. I remember that statement. In high tone, the Prime Minister spoke in Varanasi that within 50 days, if black money is not done away with, you can burn me alive. It was a good speech, sir. Rhetoric it was. But what happened then? Black money is very much there. The demonetization was absolutely failed. Nobody wants the Prime Minister to be burned alive. Let him live forever. But such a Prime Minister, without any inhibition, telling lies and lies and lies, is not a great honor for a great nation like India. That point I want to stress here. Sir, now you can see the country is facing a very tough situation. The government wants to divide the people on religious grounds. For that purpose, government wants to do away with the constitution itself. So all the powers of the government of this great country derive from the constitution. And that constitution is at the focal point of attack now, not from outside, but from within. A government which came to the power with all proclamation of allegiance to the constitution is trying to undermine the constitution every day and night. I remember that day, the second time, the first day of the second time of the Prime Minister, he bowed before the constitution and he made a kiss on the constitution. I am forced to ask, was it a parting kiss to the constitution? Because from then onwards, we can see a government led by the Prime Minister is trying to kill the constitution.
Parliamentary.
Sir, Binoy Viswam ji ka, he has said that Prime Minister is telling lie. I request you to examine whether it is a parliamentary procedure. It is unparliamentary, it should be.
It will be examined.
No,
It will be examined. Please. It will be examined, please. Please, बैठ करके नीचे से बात ना करें. Please.
Sir, with all humility, I make it untrue, and my friend Murali will be happy with that. So I repeat, the Prime Minister, instead of lies, are telling lies, untrue things, untrue matters every day, now and then. I made the correction, sir. Let me be corrected. Sir, the CIA, and then comes the NPR and NRC. Sir, what the purpose is? The country knows the fact. CIA and NPR and NRC are aimed at dividing this great nation. Because a government that has failed to fulfill all the promises, they want to deviate the people's attention from so many issues of the life today. All the burning issues of life are going to be covered up by this CAA, NRC, and NPR. That's what's happening today. Sir, the people of India have made this country a republic with a conviction that irrespective of religion, the country and the people can stay as one. But they want to divide it. And the government always talk about we and they. We and they. Sir, who are we and who are they? They are saying Hindus are we and Muslims are they. Very unfortunate, sir, it is. Sir, Muslims are part of India. They form Indian citizens. And they are not there for us. They are also part of this we. Sir, I remember once again that book which guided them, the bunch of thoughts. Sir, I have that book with me. This is it. In this chapter 16, there is a mentioning about the internal threats of the country. And that chapter says, enemy number one for the country are Muslims. And second enemy is the Christians. And third enemy, according to this book, Bunch of Thoughts, are the communists. Sir, this philosophy, this fascist philosophy, is sowing the seeds of the havoc in the country. Sir, treating the Muslims, the Christians, and the communists are the threats of the country from within. It's a very dangerous philosophy, sir. And that philosophy has a lineage and linkage with the fascist philosophy of Hitler, which is called fascism. And we can say BJP represents the Indian face of Hitlerite fascism. That's why we oppose them. Sir, in the same way, sir, 2 more minutes, sir, please.
You had 8 minutes, I have given you 11 minutes.
Sir, 2 more
Now
minutes.
tell.
Sir, 2 more minutes. Okay.
Conclude, please conclude.
Sir, in the Hitler's companionship, there was a great friend of him whose name was Joseph Goebbels. Goebbels had a famous statement. He told, a leader can win over the people to his side. The only thing is that he has to say that our country is under attack. Once we say that, the people will rally around the leader and they will forget all other issues. The same Goebbelsian principle are being practiced by the government of today. They are saying about war and attack. Sir, war is not the solution. Sir, solution is peace and peace alone. And for that, the government is not ready. They want to give enough money for the military and armaments, but there is no money for employment. For the youth, nothing is there. Sir, what about the Kisans? The Kisan Samman Pathadi. What is there? How can the government double the income of the peasants? With the allotted amount, they can't double the income, sir.
Conclude,
Kisans,
Vinay Vishwam
no
ji.
money.
It's 12 minutes. Conclude, please.
One more subject, sir.
Conclude.
Sir, education. Education is also going to be privatized. Health, privatization. Education, privatization. The whole country is going to be privatized. Then what is there for India to remain as India's? Everything for Adani's, Ambani's, and the FDI's. For India, nothing is remaining. So
Conclude.
that is why we are forced to oppose this motion of thanks. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.